All right, guys, welcome back. Nick Robbins here. And just as a reminder, on this channel, we talk about all things about growing your business, improving your life, living a happier, better well-being, all that good stuff so that you can go out there, make more money, and live the life of your dreams. Now, in today's video, I'm going to talk about what is the single most important thing that you can do for your business, for your agency when you are getting started. In fact, it needs to become an obsession. And that, of course, is prospecting, guys, okay? Prospecting is the key to everything. If you are not having sales calls, if you are not getting appointments on the calendar, then you cannot close deals, you cannot make money, and you cannot grow your business. So this needs to become the absolute obsession, okay? It needs to become an obsession. And it is so amazing to me to see so many people focus on so many things that like don't matter. Oh, do I have a website? Or, you know, is my signature perfect? Or all these little things, right, that we think we should care about. None of that stuff matters, guys. What matters is prospecting, all right? So what I'm gonna go over today is 5 different ways that you can prospect and how you can go out there and start revolving your life around prospecting, because that's what needs to happen if you actually want to make money and actually grow your business. And I know for a lot of people this is uncomfortable, it's scary, it was for me as well, but it doesn't matter. This is what you have to do if you want to grow, okay? Look, guys, building a business, scaling a business, financial freedom, all of that type of stuff, it's not easy, right? It's not easy. I'm not one of those people who's going to tell you that it is, but it is very possible if you systemize your life around it. So with that being said, what I want to do is get started on their 5 different ways that you can actually go out there and start prospecting, all right? Number one, and interestingly enough about this specific method of prospecting, this is how I grew my agency when we got started, when I finally figured everything out, okay? This is cold email, all right? Now, there's 2 different types of cold email that you can actually run, okay? There is cold email spam, for lack of a better term, where essentially you use a lead finder like D7 Lead Finder, which is a great resource, by the way, guys, and you scrape a bunch of emails and you send emails out, which works extremely well, by the way, and I recommend you guys setting that up with using a software like Woodpecker or Mailgun or some of those types of email blasts. And there's another type of cold email, and this is the one that I actually love, and this is the one that provided extreme results for me, and that is the idea of going out and finding every single week 20 different businesses that are perfect fits for your business, okay? So that means that they're spending money on advertising, you know that you can help them out, and you want to target these 20 businesses specifically with a custom video email audit, all right? That's exactly what I did to truly scale my agency. I didn't have any cold email or any of these other tools I'm going to talk about here in this video, but this is all I did. I would literally go out and I would scrape Google. By scraping, I mean I would literally search on Google for my specific type of business. At the time, you guys have heard me if you watch this channel long enough, I was looking for people for medical clinics that offered hyaluronic acid injections. So I'd go to Google, I'd had all the biggest cities, and I would literally just type Chicago, hyaluronic acid, and I would scrape the emails. I would go to the websites and I would look for their emails, right? You can use emailhunter.io, which is a great software in order to find emails on websites, and I would actually just track all of them on a Google Sheet. And then what I would do is I would actually go and create 20 custom video audits for each one of those prospects, okay? And you can use, I didn't even know about Loom back in the day, I used Camtasia, but Loom is a great free resource that you can use where basically you get on their website and you point out things that you can either help them with or you give them a direct offer, okay? So if you're doing SEO, for example, you can talk with them about how much money they're losing if they're not being in the rankings, or if you see that they're running horrible Facebook ads or they don't have a Facebook pixel, you can reach out and say, hey, you know, I see you don't have a Facebook pixel, I'd love to talk with you. In my instance, what I did was I just go for the direct offer, the direct message. I'm big on that when you're doing this type of outbound research. And I was like, yo, I can get you more hyaluronic acid patients. Here's how I do it. I will guarantee you results. Do you want to talk? All right. And then what I would do is I would take that video and I would just email it to them. Okay. I would email it to them personally. And then I would call to follow up to make sure that they actually got the email. And then I'd send a direct mail piece to ensure that they really read it. And the direct mail piece was huge. So every week I'd have 20 videos to do. I'd have 20 direct mail pieces and I would have 20 phone calls to make. And then I would send follow-up emails as well to each individual and make sure that they actually went through. I'd send 2 to 3 emails and phone calls and all that stuff. And then I tracked that. Very simple. That's all I did to get started. Now we've got all these advanced tools and all this amazing stuff that we can do on top of that. So regardless, I think that is an amazing thing that you do. Okay, carpet bomb. And here's the other thing you can do. These days, this is what I would do now that works extremely well. I would add, if you're sending them a cold email, I would also add them on Facebook, send them the video there, and also add them on LinkedIn, send them the video there, and also on Instagram, send them the video there. Okay, surround them. 20 prospects a week. Okay. Now, the next part of cold email, it's 1A and 1B, let's say, is sending a ton of emails per day. Now, there's a lot of ways to do this. I'm not going to go super deep into the different strategies. It requires a really long thing, but sending mass emails works extremely well. So using a lead finder like D7 Lead Scraper, go to there, scrape all the different type of emails in your specific niche, and then you use a email suiting software and you hit it out. Now, don't use something like ActiveCampaign for this. You need to use something that is used to actually sending these types of emails out. But essentially you send an email that says something along the lines of, hey, do you want more specific customers? Reply yes if interested. Done. That's it. That's how simple it is, guys. The direct outreach works like that, okay? Now, if you want to figure out the best way to get the right types of messaging to use for your niche, linked below in the How to Get High Ticket Clients Part 1 video, you can watch how I actually break down in one go over your niche and how to build messaging for it and how to get things set up so that you can actually use in your outreach, all right? So that's step 1, cold email. Now let's go to step 2. Facebook messaging, all right? I'm huge on this. Send Facebook messages every single day. Now, you have to be very careful with this these days. You will get flagged if you send too many in a row. Typically, you only want to do 5 to 8 messages at a time when you come in on this. And again, you send the same message, right? Hey, do you want more customers in XYZ? Or do you want more XYZ type of customers? I guarantee results. Call me. If you really want bonus points, shoot a video over there and then just follow up with it, okay? Again, you go through, you've got all your Facebook leads that you want to reach out to, and then you just hit them up. It's really that simple, guys. You just send it to them every single day, okay? Some of you guys might even know some of these things. You're just not doing it. And I promise you that if you do it, you're going to get positive responses eventually, okay? Now, not everyone's going to be super nice to you. That's okay, guys. Get used to it. If you want to be good at business, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you better get used to people being mean. If you haven't looked around, it's a pretty mean world out there. Sadly, I wish that it was a happier world. That's a whole different conversation. But people are going to be mean to you. You're going to find people, though, if you message correctly and you use the proper type of messaging like I go over in the video below, then you're going to find people that want to work with you and are interested in hearing what you have to say, okay? So you're on Facebook. Next thing that you want to do is go to Instagram. Same idea. Have a list of the types of businesses you're looking for. Maybe there's specific hashtags that you can find a ton of different people in your market, and then you just message people on Instagram. Hey, I help XYZ grow XYZ. Are you interested? Let me know. And you can even link to a video that describes how you give your services, right? Or you can even do a custom video for them there and send it over to them, right? There's so many things you can do. You just got to start reaching out to people, guys. You got to start reaching out to people, okay? So that's Facebook. That's number 2. Instagram's number 3. And then the fourth method, which is a phenomenal method that I did an entire video on, which I'll also link below, which is called How I Closed Over 400 Clients, is paid advertising. Guys, paid ads are the best, all right? They work, they're extremely efficient, and they're really not that hard if you know what you're doing and you actually test it and you're okay with spending a little bit of budget in order to actually go out there and make a ton of money. So paid advertising, I'm not gonna go super deep into that right now because again, I did an entire video on that. All right, and then the final prospecting method that I wanna talk about right now is actually one that is super underutilized and super powerful, and that is LinkedIn, okay? LinkedIn works amazingly, guys. What you can do is go get a software like Linked Helper, works extremely well, or you can do this manually, or best bet is actually having VAs do this in order to start contacting people and sending a messaging. But essentially, you use very similar messaging that you've used in your previous message. Hey, I help XYZ types of clients generate XYZ customers. I guarantee results. Would you like to talk? Or I help you grow to the top page of the rankings, whatever it might be, right? And then you use LinkedIn, all right? And you can use some amazing softwares out there, like I mentioned, like Linked Helper. You can do it yourself, or you can have a VA. So with that, guys, I just went over 5 different ways that you can prospect. But here's the key, guys. You have to build a system around your prospecting, okay? You have to systemize it and automate it if you want it to actually work. Because again, as I brought up earlier in the video, the only thing that matters is getting appointments on your calendar, all right? So I'm gonna go over the 5 different prospecting methods again for you, and then finish off with a couple ways about how you can implement this and execute this starting tomorrow, okay? Or even today if you're watching this in the morning. All right, so number 1, we have cold email, and there's 2 parts of cold email. We've got custom video cold emailing, and then we've also got the auto emailing, right? Auto emailing using a lead scraper like D7 and sending hundreds of emails a day. Then we've got Facebook direct messaging. Then we've got Instagram direct messaging, okay? And then we've got paid ads, and then we've got LinkedIn, all right? And you notice, guys, I didn't even include referrals in there or in your network or things like that, which you should absolutely be doing as well. But I wanted to give you guys 5 direct direct messaging outreach methods you can use to go out there and get clients like immediately. All right, but here's the thing, guys. The key is that you actually do it, that you actually track everything, you actually get it done. So here's what you got to do. First thing you got to do is set up a tracking sheet like the one I'm going to show right here. Okay, so that basically keeps track of how many messages are you sending, how many responses are you getting, how many calls are you getting booked. All right, the next thing you have to do is start planning your day out properly. All right, so if you're going to wake up from 8 to 9:30, you're going to send LinkedIn connection requests and you're going to send messages to people from the previous day who connected with you. All right, from 9:30 to 11, you're going to create custom videos and find the 20, perfect prospects for you that you're going to send out your custom videos to this week. All right, from 11 to 1, you're going to respond to all your email responses that replied yes and said that they wanted to talk. From 1 to 3, you're going to do Facebook and Instagram direct messaging. All right, your entire day needs to be filled with reaching out to people and prospecting and getting things done if you are solo. Okay, now if you really want to take this thing to the next level, you want to be able to automate this, and that is where you can get a VA to actually do this entire method for you. All right, so what I've got built, and what I work with all my guys on getting done who work with me inside of my agency training programs is we'll actually automate the prospecting for you. So we'll actually set up and train and hire a VA, and then we have the VA run this entire process for you. Okay, so first you want to build it yourself, and then you want to hire a VA, and then you want to have them do it, so that way you're just on the phone taking phone calls and growing your business. Okay, but everything in your life needs to revolve around prospecting, guys. You've got to obsess over it, consume over it. Anything you're doing that doesn't generate appointments, especially if you're at $0 or really even under 10K, you need to stop and you need to start prospecting. You need to go out there and you start direct messaging people. Choose a niche, define your messaging, send people messages. That's really what it's about, okay? And then at night or on the weekends, you start collecting all of the information of the leads that you're going to be reaching out to. And again, D7 Lead Finder, I've messaged a couple times here, is extremely good for figuring out exactly getting all the information you need to reach out to people. So that being said, guys, I implore you, I just can't say this strong enough. You have to become obsessed with prospecting. You have to prospect every single day if you actually want to grow your business. So go out there, start setting up these channels, okay? Setting up these channels. Now, some niches are going to be better than others for specific channels, but it doesn't really matter. You can literally hit just about every single niche on each channel and go out there and get things done. Start taking action, start moving forward. This is the key to everything, all right? So I just gave you a ton of ways in order to do this. With that being said, guys, go out there, prospect. Let me know if you want me to go deeper. I can go deeper into any one of these specific categories if you'd like. If you'd like to see more about the Facebook strategies or Instagram strategies or cold email strategies or LinkedIn strategies and kind of walk you through it, let me know. If you guys are interested in that, I can show you guys specifically how we do this, how you actually follow up with everything. But the key is, guys, systemize it, plan it, and just go out there and just start plowing, start taking action. So that being said, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video. Give me a like, a subscribe, a heart. Let me know what you guys think below. I'll see you guys in the next video.